memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusky, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye.
Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country road.
I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls to me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday.
Yesterday, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country
Everybody, country road.
country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country road, take me home, down country road. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Gone to young girls, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young girls gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young girls gone? Gone to soldiers, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time passing. Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time ago. Where have all the graveyards gone? Gone to flowers, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever a dusty road, it's a hot and heavy load, and the folks I meet ain't always kind. Some are bad, some are good, some have done the best they could. Some have tried to ease my troubled mind, and I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. I had a buddy way back home, but he started out to roam, and I hear he's out by Frisco Bay. And sometimes when I've had a few, his voice comes singing through, and I'm going out to see him some old day. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Banjo. Passing by, and you sit and you wonder why, and you wish that you were a rambler too. Nail your shoes to the kitchen floor, lace them up and bar the door, and thank the stars for the roof that's over me. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. And I ended. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a white dove sail before he sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times can a cannonball fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many can a mountain exist before it's washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head, pretending he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Married, me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife, we are parted. Gonna take a little stroll downtown.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sing it out. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Quit your rambling, quit your gambling, quit staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and family. Sit you down by your fireside right.
Well, now, Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes I live in the country,
Sometime.
and sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I take a great notion to jump in the river and drown.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
I love Irene, God knows I do. Love her till the sea run dry. But if she turned her back on me, take morphine and die.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes she wears a nightie.
Really?
Sometimes she wears a pink gown. But when Irene wears nothing at all, Irene is the talk of the town.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. One more time. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Become our national anthem. It did not, but when listening to the words of this and the beauty that is, the imagery that Woody Guthrie put into this song, one has to wonder why this could not have been our national anthem. It's easier to sing.
This land is your land.
This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that River Highway, I saw above me and in the skyway, I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Well, this land was made for you and me.
And I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond desert. And all around me, a voice was calling.
This land was made for you
clouds rolling, and the fog was lifting, a voice was calling.
This land was made for you and me. Not the banks. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you. Let's let Wall Street hear this. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. Was made for you and me. One more time, okay. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. Yes, this land was made for you and me.
Well, our time is up here. That concludes this segment. This has been a fundraiser for the St. Columbo's Episcopal Church. And what a wonderful turnout. So that's it. Now don't go away. I'll be back after these messages.
I've never been before. I've been the world and all to pull.